Well, hi, everybody. You don't know me, so I'm new to you and you're new to me, but I'm happy to be here. My name is Pastor Phillips, and I live in Milford, which isn't too far from here. I've got 5 grandchildren. One is 11 months old, so still a baby, then a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 11-year-old. But only the oldest one's the girl, is 11. All the rest are boys. And the 3 are in upstate New York, in Woodstock, New York, and the other 2 are in Portland, Oregon. And my wife is right here. I'm sure she's happy to be pointing her out, but there she is. So today, I have a children's sermon, obviously, and I'm here with you. So I want to tell you and ask you a few questions. First, anybody know what this is? It's not the best cutout, but do you know what that is? What? What does that usually mean? Yeah, a heart. It means love, right? Yeah. So it's a symbol for love. Do you ever learn this one? When someone does this, points to their eye. Or you, actually. So I love you. Do you know the answer to that? There's an answer to that. There's an answer to that. Yeah. Do you know what it is? I love you too. But you know how you do that with your hands? You go like this. I love you too. I do that to my grandchildren sometimes. Nobody sees me, but they're across the room, and I see them, and they catch my eye, and I just go. And sometimes I'll just go like. They don't want to be seen doing it, but they know how to respond. Now, if you really want to get excited, we did an I love you too. So there's different ways you can vary it, right? I love you too. Now, if you love somebody, do you ever want to do anything nice for people or things that you love? Like a pet or your parents or somebody else? What do you like to do for your parents or someone you love? Yeah. What do you like to do? Give them hearts and make them special bracelets? Oh, that's nice. Cards and friendship. Well, that's nice, yeah. How about you? Helping people with their needs? Yeah, that's true. Okay, anybody else? When I was a kid and I first was trusted to cook on the stove, I knew how to boil an egg. I've progressed to knowing how to make spaghetti, so it's. But okay, I was able to boil an egg on the stove, and I somehow figured out if I could add mustard powder to the egg yolk and mix it up and put it back in the white of the egg yolk, I could bring it to my parents in bed, and it was bringing them a special breakfast. I didn't really like to eat it myself because eggs as a kid, I don't know, the egg yolk didn't appeal to me, but I thought my parents really liked it because I was doing something for them because I wanted to be nice, right? I wanted to share. Can you think of something else you might do for somebody you love? Yeah.
Like showing you care.
Showing you care, so you might hug them and kiss them, right? You just want to, sometimes, do you have something you want to say? Help people when they fall down. Yeah. I even have a doggie that I have to say I love. I want to make sure that my doggie has fun and goes outside, and I give my dog hugs and kisses, and so I want my dog to be happy too, right? So, yeah.
I have a cat who mostly takes care of himself.
You have a cat that mostly takes care of himself. That's right. That's right. My dog is more like Velcro, sticks right on me all the time. Or my wife more than me, actually. So, anyhow, if you love someone, you want to do something nice for them, you want to help them. And so our story today in the gospel is that God so loved the world that God gave God's son Jesus to us. So God so loved the world that if you learn to the old from prayer book long ago, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, right? And that all that believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Well, let's just make it a little bit easier. God loves us so much that God gave us a gift. God did something for us. God gave us Jesus, and Jesus told us, lived out God's presence in our midst. He taught us, And one of the things Jesus taught us was to love people, right? He taught us to love people, to love everyone. Everyone. God loved the world so much. God loved the world and everything in it so much that God gave Jesus to us. And Jesus taught us, and he taught, one of the most things he taught was to love people and even to forgive people, even people that you might call your enemies. That's a pretty strong thing to do and a hard thing to do sometimes. So that's our story for the simplified for our gospel today, is God loves us so much that God gave us Jesus. And Jesus is the one that showed us the ways of how to live our lives. Does that story make sense to you? Can you understand that part? It's with the, it's sort of hard for me to believe. It's so big and so vast to think about God doing that for us. But that's the story of Jesus. Jesus is about love. So in some ways, Jesus teaches us the way of love. The way of love in the world. So we try to love people and help them when we can. So we do the kind of things you help when they fall down, when they need encouragement. What happens when somebody's sad? What do you do when someone's sad? You help them, right? You try to help them. You try to help them, lift them up to make them feel a little bit better. So all of us have a part in that. All of us can help other people by helping people and lifting them up and loving them. So thank you. I'm happy to be here with you. And I'm hoping I'll come back sometime on Sunday and I'll sit out there with everybody else. Maybe you'll recognize me, and I'll be sure to say hi to you if you say hi back to me, okay? Or maybe I could just go like this, right? Okay. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.